In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NBA game happening on May 24th, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The NBA playoffs started with 16 teams, and now we're down to just 4. As the Western Conference Finals roll on, the scene shifts to a new location. Game 3 brings the action to Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will host the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday night. The Thunder did what they were supposed to do on their home floor, taking care of business in the first 2 games. They opened the series by crushing Minnesota 114-88 in Game 1, easily covering the 7-point spread. 2 nights later, they followed that up with a 118-103 win in Game 2, again covering, this time as 8-point favorites, to take a commanding 2-0 lead. These 2 franchises have only met once before in the playoffs, back in 1998, when the then Seattle Supersonics knocked out Minnesota 3 games to 2 in the first round. That gives the franchise a 5-2 edge in playoff wins over the Timberwolves heading into this contest. Oklahoma City is eyeing a 3-0 stranglehold on the series, which would put them just a step away from the NBA Finals. The Thunder have been red hot lately, winning 5 of their last 6 games overall. That said, 2 of their 3 playoff losses so far have come on the road, which is worth keeping in mind. Offensively, they're rolling, averaging 117 points per game on 46.1% shooting. On the defensive end, they've been just as sharp, giving up only 103 points on 40.8% shooting. From long range, the Thunder have hit 32.5% of their threes and 78.1% of their free throws. Defensively, they've been stingy, holding opponents to just 30.8% from beyond the arc while controlling the boards with 45.8 rebounds per game. The Timberwolves find themselves in a must-win situation. Dropping the first 2 games means this one is practically a do or die if they want to keep their title hopes alive. The good news for Minnesota is that they've been strong at home during the postseason, winning 4 of their 5 games at the Target Center so far. They also haven't lost 3 straight games since early January. Minnesota is putting up 106 points per game while shooting 45.1% from the field, and they're allowing 104 points on 44.5% shooting. They've been slightly better than Oklahoma City from 3, hitting 33.8% of their long balls, though they lag behind at the free throw line at 76.9%. The Wolves are giving up 35% from deep and grabbing 41.9 boards a night. With the series heading to Minnesota for Game 3, the Timberwolves hope a change in scenery can help them shift the momentum. The first 2 games were lopsided, thanks in large part to Oklahoma City's explosive third quarters that blew things open both nights. But back at home, there's reason to believe the Timberwolves might be able to turn things around. After Game 1, Minnesota aired some grievances about the officiating, especially in relation to newly crowned MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and they seemed to lose their defensive identity in Game 2. That played directly into the Thunder's hands. For Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch, those 2 games might rank among the worst of his playoff career. The vibe was almost identical to last year's Western Conference Finals, where things spiraled fast. Still, this game offers a chance to reset. Shot variance could swing Minnesota's way at home, and their role players should shoot much better in a familiar gym. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City Thunder might not get the same volume of trips to the line on the road. The real problem so far for Minnesota has been turnovers, especially in those brutal third quarters. If Anthony Edwards and his crew can clean that up, they'll limit Oklahoma City Thunder's chances to score in transition and make this a more manageable game. Game 2 showed just how dominant the Thunder can be when they're firing on all cylinders. They defended well from the opening tip and got a monster 38-point performance from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now it's on the Timberwolves to respond or risk getting swept. You can somewhat excuse Game 1 for Minnesota. Edwards was clearly dealing with something, spending extended time in the locker room during the game. But there was no excuse for what happened in Game 2. The Thunder were flat out better. Now up 2-0, Oklahoma City holds all the momentum, and the Timberwolves are clinging to hope as they fight to save their season. If you've been following us all year, you already know where we lean when it comes to the spread. The Thunder have been an absolute cash machine, posting an insane 61-31-4 record against the spread. They've been one of the best bets in all of sports, and fading them blindly has been a losing strategy. That said, you don't often see the Timberwolves as a home underdog. This will be only the 7th time that's happened since January 2nd. It's a rare opportunity, and if Minnesota is truly as good as we think, they won't go down without swinging. This is also a huge moment for Anthony Edwards. If he's really the guy, the next face of the league, he needs to take over here. If the Wolves can come out with intensity and get the crowd into it early, they've got a shot to pull off the upset, or at least keep it close. We're expecting a tighter battle this time around. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Timberwolves to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The totals have been an interesting angle so far. The first 2 games of the series split against the number with a combined average of 211.5 points per game. Game 1 came in well under, thanks mostly to Minnesota putting up just 88 points. They bounced back a bit in Game 2 with 103, which still isn't great, but at least showed some signs of life. At home, the Timberwolves have been much more potent offensively, averaging 112 points per game in 5 postseason contests. At the target center, as for the Thunder, they're not slowing down, averaging 115.5 points through the first 2 games of this series and hitting at least 114 in 3 straight. Historical trends also lean toward the over here. The over has hit in 4 of the last 6 matchups between these 2 teams and 6 of the last 10 overall for both squads. With Minnesota likely to play better on offense at home and Oklahoma City Thunder continuing to cook, this one has the makings of a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.